grew up in a home where my parents cared deeply for God and going to church. And so they introduced me to Jesus right away. I can't remember the exact moment that I became a believer in Jesus, that I became a follower of the way. But I know is I always progressed, and I feel that that's what Jesus wants us to do, is keep on progressing and learning to know the way. When I was in grade 10, a speaker came to our church and just really challenged us to follow the way. Challenged us to go deeper in our relationship to Jesus Christ. I rededicated my life to Jesus. And I was baptized a year later, and I became a follower of Jesus fully in my life. At that same moment, I started coming to the Youth Farm Bible Camp as a junior staff member. And I remember the year that I came, that summer, I really learned to pray. I learned how powerful it was to follow the gospel and the message of Jesus. And I learned how powerful it was to pray for other people. Intercessory prayer was important. And I think that was the first time at the Youth Farm Bible Camp was when I knew that praying for other people showed that I cared about them and showed that I loved them. I also served other people. And I think those are things that we definitely need to do when we're on the way, is to pray for others and to serve them. I also met Candace at the Youth Farm Bible Camp, and we decided to get married 3 years later and have kids and come and work here at the camp. And all the time, we sought to follow the way even more. We realized how important it was to just give everything to Jesus. In fact, this last couple of years, I've realized that my identity needs to be grounded on Jesus Christ. And that's how we need to respond to the way, in a very simple but hard manner, where we know that Jesus is everything for us, and where we don't need to have people like us, or we don't need to have people appreciate what we do, or we don't need to have people appreciate the role we play at camp, but instead we just recognize that we're a simple child of God, and we love God with all our heart, with all our soul, and our mind. My name is Mark Wirtz, and that is the way I found the way.